I can still taste that. Taste that ant, you know.
5 gum.
Hello!
Woo.
Stimulate your senses.
That's what I was looking for.
Oh, g'day,
Senses,
everyone.
5 gum.
How it choose to feel. How it choose to feel 5 gum.
How it feels to chew 5 gum like a fucking ant. Sensational. That is a reference to Liam drinking an ant before recording.
It was really like I crunched it. It was awful.
There was a lot of this action.
Anyway,
it's the tier list, boys.
It's just the 2 of us.
It was meant to be 3.
And then someone didn't turn up. They'll know who they were.
Yeah.
So
Riley.
now we're forced to do a completely different video to what we're gonna do. And it's late, and Sean has to get up in the morning, so it's gonna be an interesting time.
It's gonna be a fun one.
It's gonna be very fun because we're finally doing something we've been meaning to do for a little while.
Heavily requested as well. At least one comment on all of our videos saying, "Where's the Legendary Legion tier list?" And now that our competitor,
our good friend,
go fuck yourself, Jacob. Mr. Conquest Creations did his tier list.
This is an underdog tier. I don't want to say it was bad.
Just say, Jacob, you know they're shit, so just say they were shit. All right. No need to be diplomatic here. We're calling you out. And for anyone who was ever wondering why I'm not in any Conquest videos anymore, it's because we did have a falling out.
Oh, huge beef. It's awful. Big beef, oh man, they're so bad at each other now.
Hatred.
I've been in the same room as them before, and it was like the tension was
sexual tension was high.
The sexual tension was high. Oh man. Yeah, look, that was a good start. We're doing the Legendary Legions. We're cracking it out. We're definitely not copying Conquest. This is something we're always gonna do. He's copying us.
Yeah. We weren't copying Nick Rendell.
The timing is
impeccable.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's the same as that time that Atomic Cards released Hobbits vs. Mirkwood Rangers. And the day before we released Hobbits vs. Mirkwood Rangers.
Yeah.
Timing.
Good timing. All right, guys, let's crack into it. We've got Rangers of iiLLiian. We're starting with we're going in chronological order, release order, what they are in the book. We're starting at Gondor at War, and this legion was broken on release.
Riddled with controversy. At 500 points, you could fit in 36 bows.
Yeah. And then they released the 2 new heroes with Quest of the Ring Bearer, and they were like, hey, let's make it worse.
Even more bows. Now,
here's some more bows.
Now, I'm going to jump straight into it. If they pre-nerf, S tier, without a doubt. But then they now have to take Gollum, Sam, and Frodo, which is super theming, and I'm very happy they did that.
Yes.
But it does drop them down a little bit, and now you do not see this legion at all, which is incredibly sad.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've had a couple of mates have run it. Haven't seen them in tournaments, but like to be fair, I barely saw them at tournaments. Like I came into the game like just as like this was kind of like becoming the ridiculed legion. Like if you brought this legion, you were
these fuckers were everywhere.
Yeah. You were booed out of the tournament when you took this legion. But yeah, I still think it's competitive.
It's still good.
I still genuinely think it's competitive. It's like what 120 points or something to have the 3 of them.
Yeah, it's fine.
it might be like 160, but yeah, it's it's a chunk.
But it's fine.
Yeah, you can still definitely
spam your bows and still do well.
Yeah,
I think pre-nerf, sorry, post-nerf, nerf. I think it sits A tier.
I think it's something. It's middling AB. I think. It's like it's still very good. I think like you're now suddenly like, because you have what they ranges like 8 points each. That's like 17 or something less ranges.
Yeah.
Because you're having to take those three, but those three are still Frodo who
those three are great for capping objectives. Those three.
Well, great for hero killing as well. Like especially what you go Sam and Faramir. Sam and Faramir in one combat, free heroic combat into Frodo's combat, and murder someone. Like, and Smeagol's nothing to sneeze at either.
No, it's got plays.
Yeah,
Grey Company's our next one.
This is not a great legion.
I hate it.
This could have been a really cool legion. I do still think it's really fun. I still think it's very themey. I still think it's usable.
Theme-wise, yes, 100%. But being someone who plays Dunedain on the regular, a lot of people come up to me, oh, why don't you use the Grey Company Legendary Legion? You get Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli. And I'm like, yeah, but I also miss out on 36 might at 1,000 points or some shit. So like,
yeah, you miss out on Dunedain as well because you can only take Rangers.
You take Rangers. Personally, like, it can do a job. I've seen it do well, but
it's a completely different play style to regular Rangers.
Yeah, the best I've ever seen this list do it in a tournament is mid-table. I've never seen it podium. Whenever I've seen it in practice games or friendly games, it's always like, this has won this game and then it loses the next. I've never seen it do really well. I've never seen it do terribly shit.
Yeah, I think it's solidly B tier.
Yeah, I think it is B.
You've got some interesting little things. The problem with this legion as well is it just like with quite a few of these legions in this book, it was GW like dipping their toes in making these kind of themey specifically made for like certain book scenes and that kind or movie scenes or whatever, and none of them really like have a lot going for them. So like Grey Company, like they've only got 2 special rules. One of them is just the Rangers of the North army bonus, and the other's just you get Andoril free. It's the same with the next one. Or you get the banner with Aragorn, but also it's like Andoril's free, and you get the Army of the Dead special army bonus.
Yeah,
and it's like okay.
Aragorn and Go can lead warriors. It's cool.
Yeah.
Although in saying that, I do highly rate the next one.
Return of the King Legendary Legion. Yeah, very good. It is actually very good. But I think it's also like probably above.
It's definitely above Grey Company. It definitely teeters between A and B. I would put it low A, to be honest. It feels wrong it being in B.
Yeah, no, I think. Well,
I think low A.
I think there's much better legions. That's
fair enough. Hey, look, I'm not
we'll chuck it low A for now, but I think
see what comes along.
See how we're feeling later. I think there's definitely it struggles as being an early legion, which I think a lot of these Gondor
War ones definitely copy.
However, the next one does not.
Just do we have Riders a Theoden tier above S tier?
Pre-nerf, yes. Post-nerf, I still think it's very good. A gambling nerf, by the way. Gambling's banner used to just be able to give everyone might.
Yeah.
When they were within 3 inches of him. Any hero that had run out of might was just able to get might from him.
Now it's just one, which is still fucking insane.
It's still incredible. And death, like that turn can change the entire game.
Yeah. I've been confident in games, feeling real good, going, I'm winning this, no problem, laughing. Then death gets called, and suddenly, oh,
I'm struggling
I'm
now.
losing.
Yeah.
I still think it sits S tier though.
I think it is. I think this is definitely. Oh, I think this is our first S tier. But
it's still a legion you see a lot of.
Yeah,
and at least
definitely
at every tournament, there's still at least one Riders of Theoden list running around. It's not like it used to be where you'd get 4 to 5 running around at tournaments. No, but there's still at least one, which
big time.
shows that it is still quality.
Oh yeah, it's still a very good legion. Like they still got just so much tools
going for them.
Big time.
Now,
complete
opposite
opposite end.
Meme tier.
This is a
Men of the West
legion.
Just we've made a whole video about this where we're having a yarn. Oh, I was having a yarn with Jacob from Conquest. It boiled down to just take all these take these 3 armies outside of the Legendary Legion,
because they're all green.
They're all green, and it turns out better.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you've already got all the courage buffs and everything from the pure list. You can take other models within it. So Rohan, for example, can take mounted royal guards or just riders in their pure list. Yes, you miss out on that one turn of fight 5 with your Gondor, but I don't care. It's
just not worth it.
It's not worth it. Just take this legion,
and also that's not even only,
but as their regular pure green ally as opposed to the legion itself.
And that's only fight 5 if you just stack it with knights as well. Like, because then everyone else is only fight 3, so you only get into fight 4 for 1 turn.
Yeah, it's
it's just not good.
And like you can run Gondor with fight 4 for the entire fucking game if you take Boromir of Banner over King Alisar.
Yeah, and you can even run them with fight 5 the entire game if you take Boromir.
Exactly.
And you got some of the elite troops that are fight 4 base. Like, granted, it does affect heroes, which, like, if you, I would run this legion as a pure all hero legion. Could be very interesting.
That could be fun.
But like, again, it's a meme. Like, you're not running this and you're never gonna win a tournament with this. Never's a strong word, but
you're not walking into a tournament with this list going, I'm here to win this tournament. Yeah. If you win a tournament with it, it's definitely unexpected.
Yeah, it's you've had really good matchups, you've played really, really well, and you've had really good scenarios for it. Like, the stars have to align for this legion to ever win. But Army of Gothmog, I quite like Army of Gothmog.
I'm a big fan. The hatred
it's not played enough.
The hatred men thing that it gets is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Gothmog obviously just being fucking Gothmog and having Master of Battle. Ooh, baby.
Yeah,
Free Master of Battle as well. OG.
Yeah. Baby. OG, no Roland. He's just got Master of Battle.
Master of Battle. He is
his standfast affects heroes. He's got fucking Goroth and bloody Zagdush, who are solid lads. He's got fucking Guretz, the reserve boy. He's solid. You can grab trolls, Rannons
of Gothmog, who's kind of shit.
So bad.
But then, spam Rannon. So bad. It's a good list, and it shows up. It doesn't show up much anymore, but when it does show up, you know it's going to put work in. It's one of those lists when it's on the table, it will do work. I think it's A. Yeah,
I think it's an A tier list. It's a solid list. I don't think it's like it still struggles for sure because you've only got a fight 5 hero, but it definitely has legs.
Oh yeah, you can get big numbers with it.
Yeah, and the Rannons as well, which are ridiculously good troops to have.
Oh yeah, strength 4, D6.
Yep. Ooh, very, very nice. Grand Army of the South.
I like this one, but you never see it.
It's not. It's another one that it's like you're better off just making it out of the armies that exist. Like, it doesn't really give anything extra.
I like some of the cool things that it gives to the Mumuk.
Yeah.
From memory, Harbinger. I think the Mumuk can now strike.
Yeah, so if you, it depends. So you can take Suladan or the
Beastmaster,
the War Leader.
Yeah.
The War Leader, yeah. Technically, the Mumuk strikes, or like can call a free heroic if it's up, but only if it's up against the leader of your opponent, like your opponent's leader. Yeah.
Okay, that's not.
Yeah. So it's yeah. It's interesting in like, but I think again it struggles with being an early legion, and it's kind of just better off just taking those armies separately. You don't really get much out of it otherwise. If you're taking Suladan and like Mahud and Harad, like
there's no downside to not taking it.
Yeah, for this,
but you're not building your list to be that legendary legion.
No, yeah, like. If you're taking Suladan, and like you might as well take this legion, because then you're getting potentially free heroics
against leaders.
Oh, actually no, because no, it doesn't matter. Oh no, yeah, free heroic action. So yeah, never mind. Sorry, yeah, I just have to read it again because it's a confusingly messy thing. But yeah,
I think it's just B, low B, mid to low B.
Yeah,
that's fair. This next one though, hot diggity dog.
This one's S tier.
Possibly one of the best. The beefy chiefy alone.
Yeah.
3 might beefy chiefy.
The thing is, like, it's not got a lot to it, but what it does have is the beefy chiefy.
It's got the beefy chiefy.
The
balancing my laptop on my knee.
The chieftain gets fearless, and it +1s to all his heroic stats. And then if you outnumber your opponent in a fight, you get +1 to wounds,
baby.
On your orcs, which is very good. Very good.
You can couple the beefy chiefy with the mouth of Sauron. Magic and the beefy chiefy love each other.
Yeah, grabbing some transfix.
You can very easily just take 2 beefy chiefies.
Well, 2 chieftains. One's beefy, one's
beefy chiefy, one's chiefy.
One's beefy, one's chiefy.
Yeah, one's beefy, one's chiefy.
This is beef and this is chief.
And then you still spam orcs. It's such a good list. It's really good.
It's very versatile.
I've struggled against this list. At 600 points, 2 beefy chiefy, or 2 chiefs, the mouth, and then just spam orcs. I struggled. I 600 points. Struggled.
Wow, that's not a lot of models, but yeah. I
had to spend all my resources to kill one of those chiefs.
Oh, true.
And then it was like,
yeah, coming up against 2 chiefs.
I had a second one.
Yeah, coming up against 2 chiefs with Army of Dunland, that was fun. That was a fun game. Yeah, it's very versatile. Like, you can play this at 200 points, where it's just the chief and a couple of orcs, and you can play this at
10 orcs,
800 points. Like, yeah, this list
it's good. It's very good. Is this Defenders of Helms Deep?
It is. So we've finished the old Gondor at War intro.
We're on to War and Rohan.
Yeah, and Defenders is an interesting one. Again, like, I like it.
Is it what, 30-inch shooting, 32-inch shooting?
30-inch shooting on the elf bows, bows and longbows if they haven't moved. You're definitely going to want that on the elves, obviously. You can reroll failed courage checks within 6 inches of Theoden.
That Gambling's banner.
You got Gambling's banner. Well,
Ooh, weebly wobbly.
Your camera's doing this, and there's like someone fucking doing a sick burnout in the background. Fucking
welcome to Beanley, baby.
Let's go.
You Southside.
Yeah, no. Like, you can use your throwing spears as spears. You're all foot. But I like it.
There's some cool trick because like you've got Haleth in the list who can buff up Aragon, for example, to fight 7.
Yeah.
Buffs up Royal Guards to fight 5. Like there's some nasty things you can do in this list.
Yeah, and yeah, like you said, Gambling Banner, you've got Haldir, who's a solid boy, and he gets his bonuses of having the banner of Theoden and Aragon. The banner within Theoden and Aragon is a 6-inch banner that he just has most of the game if you've got him nearby.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of these lists that have Aragon, Legolas and Gimli, you're not really seeing these with Legolas and Gimli though.
No, you're just seeing the army. It's just the army, the troops and all that. So
yeah. But yeah, I think it's a solid one.
I think it sits like, nicely up in A.
It's pretty low A. I think I'll put it above Return of the King, but
you do not see it. The only person I've seen run it is Jack, but he does not have nice things to say about it. So
he does not, no. But he also was versing Riley's all-mounted fellowship like the entire time, getting
okay, yeah, that'll fucking do a job.
Yeah, so. Oh, and once he versed my goblins and I killed Theoden in turn like 3 with some.
With a prowler. That's right.
Yeah, it was 3 prowlers. All of them hit and all of them wounded him on 6s and he died.
Love that.
It was fucking awful.
On to the next one. Yeah. The most underrated Legendary Legion, in my opinion.
I genuinely think so. This Legion, I love this Legion.
It's so good. I've only ever seen it run once. I've never Ryan, seen it. And he slapped hard with it. It's a solid list. I know Riley's brother at the moment was talking about running different Legendary Legions. I was trying to push him towards Theodreds Guard.
I want someone to run Theodreds Guard because this list, I really like this list. Like it is a very, very solid hit list. You only have 3 heroes. Most of your army's on foot, I guess, because you've got Grimbold but he's got Helmingers, which is fucking strength 4 Rohan. You've got fucking Theodred is
throwing weapons that can be spears. Theodred coming in 8 attacks. Let's go. Well,
yeah, dude. Well,
on the charge.
So he does a heap of damage on the charge. He rerolls all failed wounds. He does have to charge. But when you can position him right, that's not actually that much of a problem. No. Everyone treats Theoden as everyone treats Theodred as Theoden for their fight value increase on the charge. And he gets they all get Swarm Protector, which is really nice. I really like this list.
I do. Because suddenly in this list, what I really fucking love is Theodred becomes a shaman.
Yeah.
Best shaman in the game.
More than a shaman. He's like on everyone.
Sick. He doesn't give you fucking Fury saves. That's fine. But he's a fucking beastly shaman. This list, I think it goes above iiLLiian Rangers in A tier.
Oh, yeah.
The only reason I don't want to put it in S tier is because I haven't seen it enough. On the table.
I think I've seen it going to put it
twice, sorry. And they were real tough games. Tough games. But I don't want to put it in S tier.
I think I'm going to put it below iiLLiian Rangers just purely because it needs piloting. Like this list, like it's not for everyone. Theodred is still pretty squishy. Like he can get to D7, but he's only got 1 fate, 2 wounds. And that's your leader, and that's a pretty hard linchpin of the army. Though to be fair, very similar to Theoden in that regard. 1 fate, 2 wounds. But Theoden doesn't have to charge. You just sit him away, and you don't have to have him too close to the combat.
Yeah, as you say, there is definitely piloting that needs to be done with this list. Whereas iiLLiian Rangers,
you get
I see you, I roll dice.
Yeah. But I still genuinely think this could be a very good Legendary Legion depending on who's playing it for sure. For sure.
To continue G-Dub's boner with fucking Rohan. We've got Ewomers Riders or whatever it's called.
It's the fourth Rohan Legendary Legion, and it's not even the last one.
No.
Ewomers Riders. This kind of sucks. Yeah.
Big meh. In my opinion, any list that has to take Gandalf the White on Shadowfax,
well, it doesn't. To be fair, it doesn't have to.
You don't have to. Fair.
But he is half of your special rules because you've only got 2, and one of them involves him.
I think any list that takes him, he's such a big point sink. He's too big.
Huge point sink.
It's huge. Like
240 points.
Would I take him in a Gondor list? Yes, if I'm building around him. He has to be my central point.
Yeah, when you have to spend 350 points on 2 heroes, that's a very tall order for any army.
Especially when Gandalf the White is a top tier player model. You have to know what you're doing to get any form of value out of him. Otherwise, he becomes a 240 blinding light model.
Yeah, he has tools.
He can do work, but you need to know what you're doing. Even myself, like I've tried putting him into lists. I can't run him properly. I don't know what I'm doing with him to get the value out of him.
I think the problem is that one, he's got 18 fucking spells. And so it's always hard to kind of know which one's the right one to cast at that point. But also he's not reliable enough on those spells. Sure, he's casting he's not casting below a 4+ on any of those spells. But you're like, oh, if I want to get those 4+ spells off, or I want to get those 3+ spells off, you're like, I'm probably gonna have to roll 2 dice on that. And suddenly you're out of will, and you're like, oh, okay.
You do get the free will, obviously, with Staff of Power, but still. Ooh.
He doesn't get Saruman's rerolls. I think is the problem I have with him.
I want this list to be good because it's such an amazing scene in the movie.
Oh, such a cool scene in the movie.
I want it to be good, but I think this is our first C tier list.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it only has 2 special rules. One of them is just the Rohan army bonus, but worse. And the other is once per game.
Gandalf can do some fucking magical blast bullshit.
Gandalf can. What actually is it? I've literally read this 4 times, maybe. They get -1s to their dual rolls if they're engaged in a cavalry.
Ooh, it's a shade for 1 turn.
It's a shade for 1 turn, basically.
Nice. Is that worth 240 points?
No.
All I can say is it fucking better be. If you're popping that,
it needs to be on
that, and you don't get anything from it.
GG, that's your list is done.
Don't get me wrong. Us saying this, there's definitely players. I know for a fact there's players out there that could make this a tournament winning list. But
that's the thing. Almost all of these
have to be. You've got to be a top tier player. As I said before, any list that has a Gandalf the White in it, especially on Shadowfax, you fucking better know what you're doing to get any value out.
As Jacob would say, it's an underdog tier.
It's G-Dub shill.
Right. Paths of the Druadan is another weird one.
Love it. Really big fan of it.
It's cool.
I'm gonna throw it out straight away and just say it's upper B tier. I think it's top
upper.
B. Yep. I think it's
upper.
Yeah. It's good. Hey.
The paths are nice.
There's difficult terrain, and suddenly my cavalry move full and get charge bonuses in it.
Yeah.
I have 12, 13 models running around the board with Stalk Unseen, poison blowpipes, just skulking around. Fuck yeah.
The extra dice on the move roll-offs is always nice.
That is.
Yep. Rerolling ones on orcs, goblins, and urukai. Yeah. I think the problem with this list is losing the Rohan army bonus.
That's obviously
losing that
a loss.
plus one strength on the charge is a bit rough, and I don't know if Woes make up for that.
Not
I
entirely, but this list, all it does damage. I think out of the two that we've already got there, this has to at least go up top. It can potentially get pushed down, but I really like this.
It's another list that I've really not seen, but I think it has some tricks, which is nice. But I think you run into an issue with having your Woses being behind your Cav, and like it's just kind of it's again another one you have to pilot really, really well. And it's
that's why I personally I want to put it in A tier, in low A tier, but because you need to pilot it properly, it goes to B tier.
It's very finicky. It's a very finicky list.
You know, if someone's got Guread and 12 Woses, please sell them to me for not some fucking ridiculous price. Some dude tried to sell me 15 Woses for $200, and I was like,
They're still on the website, aren't they?
No, they've been taken off.
Oh, that was only recently though.
So I was like, that's not happening. So if anyone's got 12 Woses and Guread, hit me up so I can make this list, because I really want to run it.
Oh, back to your Woses days. All right, mate. This fucking Uggluck Scouts A tier. A tier.
Bang on. Maybe low S tier.
Honestly,
I think it's low S tier. It's teetering. It is teetering.
It's close because this fucking list is so good.
It slaps. This list fucking. Let's put it. A really good example is I walked in against Larry's Iron Hill chariot, and as soon as I got in combat with it, killed it in a turn. Bang.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Well, that's on the channel, isn't it?
No.
That wasn't that game. Okay.
No, it was just us playing a practice game for a tournament.
Yeah, right.
And that was the game he went, well, I'm not running this chariot at a tournament.
Oh no, that's right. He ran the ballista up against you and didn't do anything. No, wait, no, he ran the chariot and he used it as a shooting platform.
Chariot and ballista, and used the chariot badly. But this was
pretty bad.
A couple of months before that video.
Yeah.
He was demolishing me. But then I got into it and just went back. This Legion is so good. Potentially 14-inch movement.
Yeah, potentially 14-inch movement. You've got those 8-inch move scouts. Everyone has it. All the scouts have them. All the orcs have them. And then you've got +1s to wound when you've got orcs and orcs in the same fight. Everyone gets woodland creature.
Yep,
this is a ridiculous list. Yeah, including the orcs.
My favorite part, though, and a really undervalued part of this list, is maxing out bows. Your strength 3 bows.
Able to move 4 inches and still shoot, or drum. What's that? Fucking 5.5 inches and still shoot.
Or drum and march and move 7 inches and still shoot.
Yeah, ridiculous.
This list will outshoot a lot. I think I've got 16 bows in my list.
Yeah, well, that's it. You can have so many models because you're also chucking orcs in the list. And honestly, you could have I've made this list a couple of times. I've never actually run it because I don't have any orcs. Well, I will soon though, so watch this space. This you can have 30% orcs or something like that, and that suddenly is 30 odd models or whatever, and you can then have a bunch of urukai at 800 points. You've got 50, 60 models or something. It's ridiculous.
Crazy. Also, Grishnuk suddenly becomes one of the best models in the game and the best hero assassins in the game.
Yeah, plus 2 to wound. On strength 4.
I send him in with Urukai captains or something who are strength 5. You trap a model, You've got animosity.
Yeah.
Boom, dead.
Yeah, that's a dead model. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And that 8-inch move, like, it catches people off guard so hard. And especially when you've got it on all of your lads, it's like, oh yeah, I've got these fucking strength 4, strength 5, fucking all these dudes just running around at 8-inch move. I'm gonna call this heroic combat, and I'm suddenly in your back lines, killing your fucking, you know, as an example on the channel, the Saruman game.
I think that the only thing that keeps this out of S tier is the orcs don't get the 8-inch move.
I think the thing that keeps it out of S tier is Uggluck being the leader.
He's all right. He's keep him in the back line. You keep him in the back line. You got Maher, Captains, Grishnuk doing all the work. And if you're desperate, then you put Uggluck in.
It's just like they really struggle against anything that's like higher fight and like, you know, with like a beat stick. Like if someone can clean through some troops, then you're gonna struggle because you're only D5. Your heroes, we almost lost you. Your heroes are pretty weak. Yeah. But yeah, I think there's a couple of small little things, bits and pieces that definitely drop it from S tier, but it's a very, very solid list.
I love it. I have a lot of fun with it. My favorite part about using it is moving my models 8 inches and my opponent going, what are you doing? Why'd you move that far? Well, because they can move 8 inches.
The whole army, baby. Yeah, very, very nice.
Next one, so fucking these riding boys. Wolves of Isengard. I always want to call it not Sharkus.
Sharky's Rogues, or what is it, like Sharky's Ruffians or whatever? Fucking.
I always want to call it the Riders, Sharku's Riders, or whatever his name is.
Riders of Sharku.
Riders of Sharku, but it's Wolves of Isengard. I want to like this list. I really want it to be good. I think it's only good at 3, maybe 500 points.
I think the highest you go, the absolute maximum you go is 500. But honestly, I don't think it's much better, very good above 4, really. Because, like, Sharku's just not good. Yeah, like, he's solid, but as your leader...
Your leaders fight 4. Sick, he gets heroic combats, but he's losing that against regular troops.
Yeah, it really has some interesting mechanics. Like, you've got D6 warrior models that you can move at the start of the game.
Yeah, that is a lot of fun.
That's just really cool.
And they can shoot.
And they can shoot at the start as well.
Imagine killing your opponent's leader with that. Like, oh, I rolled a 6. 0. Bang, 6 go on. I'm just gonna go at your leader. Just for shits and gigs, I just killed your leader before the game started.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would do
that. It's definitely interesting. And like the ambush special is fun. Like just being able to kind of dictate whether you win or lose Maelstrom scenarios, that's really, really, that's like very, very handy, especially with a mounted list. Like you can suddenly be like, oh, I'm just going to lose this Maelstrom scenario. I want to see you go. And then I'm just going to come on over here. And it's just, ridiculously good, but very, very interesting. Just still not like, it's got these cool rules, but still not enough cool rules that it makes it good.
Yeah. I think this sits C tier, maybe even D tier.
I think it's C tier. I think it's below Ewomers Riders, but not by much, really.
Yeah.
Again, low points. I think this can slap, but anything higher, it will just lose. Like it's no real. It has nothing.
It's not something I'd ever be scared to see on the other side of the table.
So. And we've got Assault. This is a very good list.
S tier. Just put it S tier right away, please.
I love Assault.
It's controversial, but I respect it.
I think it is. I think it's got more tools than Blackgate.
The ballista bomb combo. Hello.
The ballista. Like, I hate siege weapons. We all know this. But this list just makes them so much worse. And those fucking ballistas, like they're so cheap in this, and they're so good in this list.
Why is my win lance not 65 points?
Yeah, I mean, like the beefy Uruk leader is so good. The increased warband size, fucking, they still got Isengard's army bonus. They're good. They're really good.
It's a legion you see a lot. There's really not too much to say about it.
Yeah,
it's just fucking solid. If you're going to run Isengard, just run this.
This is a like decently cheap list as well. You grab a couple of boxes and you're good to go.
And the thing is, you don't even need to take the siege equipment, and it's still fucking insanely good.
It still slaps.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, it is very, very good. I think it definitely, like, obviously struggles with not having strike, and you know, like, you've got very solid troops, but
you can hoard out those solid troops.
Oh, you hoard them out, absolutely.
I think, like, you'll
struggle against some lists, but
Mick at Gladdy had,
oh my god, it was like 2 ballistas
and 51 models.
Yeah, 51 models at 800 points. I was like, fuck me. I'm so glad I didn't verse that list. I would have lost
15 crossbows as well in that list. Like,
yeah. Ridiculous. He had a captain with crossbow. He had a bunch of pikes, a bunch of spears.
How did he lose any games?
It was only Pat, I think, was the only one that beat him, I think.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Oh, he might have lost another one, but still, it was a stupidly good list. And yeah,
that was the one army I walked into on the day and went, I don't want to face that. That's the one army I don't want to face.
Same. When it was like, I almost versed it, buddy, game 3, and then versing you instead. I was like, oh, thank God.
Oh, fuck.
Like, not that was an easier game, but it definitely was. Like,
I made that fucker hard for you.
It was a hard game, but I would have definitely lost to fucking mix that army. Ridiculous.
Let's move on to the Dunland remake.
This is my favorite.
This is your one.
This is absolutely my favorite Legendary Legion, although that title may be taken. But I love this Legion. It's very underrated, actually. This is another, like, I think this and Theodreds Riders are in a similar underrated, like, area, although Dunland definitely
gets a bit more
so. Yeah.
It gets a bit 6-inch banners alone.
6-inch banners, the Dunlanding Warcry, Hatred Rohan is good if you're versing Rohan, fantastic if you're versing Rohan, but you know, useless in any other game. But it's those 6-inch banners and it's Dunlanding Warcry, and holy shit,
slaps
good. I slapped the Balrog down in one turn from full stack with this Legion. Just bring Thryden in, Dunlanding Warcry, a couple of boys, two-handing, piercing. You've got plus 2s to wound on fucking the Huskarls. Oh my god,
disgusting.
You can potentially get plus 3s to wound on this army if you're versing Rohan and call the Warcry and two-hand. Ridiculously good.
I think this bad boy is upper A tier.
I think it's got. I'd be mad if it wasn't. I think it actually is a solid one.
Yeah. I still think it goes above iiLLiian Rangers, but behind the Scouts. I really think that's where it belongs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about it versing Rangers, and Rangers would kill it, but I think
fuck the Rangers.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely in that area. Yeah. But yeah, it's very, very good. If you haven't run it or haven't looked at it, like, fucking absolutely give it a look.
Go read it. At least go read it.
Yeah, it is just a very fun Legion. Now
this next one is fun and cute, and I adore it so much.
I'm just going to zoom out a little smidge because we're going to run out of being able to actually see anything right now.
Shaunoth Kirkby's favorite army and Legion ever.
Oh, big time.
And it is incredible, especially when you take that one Hobbit that gives you an extra 8 fucking traps.
Yeah.
So your Legion is running around for 16 Hobbit traps.
16 Hobbit traps. And you get like 80 fucking models at 600 points. Like,
it's disgusting.
It is actually like it's definitely like this is definitely another underrated one. Though to be fair, I think the main reason is nobody wants to paint 9,000 hobbits.
Hobbles. Hobbits.
Yeah, very, very good. Like you've got woodland creature, you've got the ambush, you get a whole warband could just appear out of a fucking terrain
ambush
piece.
I've seen that win
Oh yeah, it wins. Like it's basically an auto win on Fog of War if your opponent's
fuck hobbits for
attention.
having elf level shooting
with like 15,000 shots as well.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You get like 26 bows or something like that, and it's like, oh, they're shooting on 3s, and also everyone has throw stones, and there's so much to like. This list just kind of overwhelms you with all of its like bits.
There's so many finicky things. Like you get your sheriffs in there, and suddenly you're stunning your opponent.
You can get to like fucking like
Frodo's a 6-inch banner.
Yeah, you got 6-inch banner on Frodo. If you got the right heroes,
Rosie.
Oh, yeah,
there's so many.
The right heroes, your sheriffs can be burly, like strength 4 or something like that as well, which is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's good. I think I want to put it somewhere in A tier. In all honesty,
I definitely think it's better than Return of the King and probably Defenders.
Yeah. I don't
know if it's better than Gothmog.
No, I don't think it's as good as Gothmog.
Honestly, I think I'm going to drop Return of the King down. I think Return of the King needs to drop down.
I think Return of the King pops down now.
Yeah, I think it's definitely.
No, I want
to
put Hobbits above Gothmog.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think No, they've got more tools than Gothmog. Yeah. Gothmog is just like it's very good, but I think it's more fun.
Yeah.
This list is so much fun to verse and play because obviously
best thing about Hobbits is you can lose to Hobbits but still have the best time because you've just killed 40 Hobbits.
Yeah, you feel like you've still not broken them. You've killed 40 hobbits. You killed like 7 hobbits a turn. You could take like 8 turns to break them. It's ridiculous. But yeah, they're very good and it's just dumb. They're very dumb. But yeah, it's a lot to look out for us.
Sharky's rogues, mate.
Sharky's rogues.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like wait.
No, better than Men of the West.
Wait. S tier when they're versing hobbits. D tier against anything else. All of their fucking special rules only count towards hobbits.
You get hatred hobbits.
You can put hobbits in bags.
Yeah, cool. All of the like lads. I mean, setting fire to a terrain piece is pretty nice.
That's fucking fun.
Yeah, like they've got stuff.
Again, it's like if you're running ruffians, just say you're running it in this legion, but beyond that, meh. That's all we need to say about it. Chuff it off. There's nothing else to say. Breaking of the Fellowship, baby. Dive in. Quest of the Ring Bearer. Here we go.
Breaking of the Fellowship is interesting.
B tier.
So obviously the Fellowship get all their like funny things, but I don't know if it makes them.
Boromir gets woodland creature because he has a golden belt.
Yeah,
you get free blinding light, elven cloaks.
I think this is another one where you pilot it right.
It'll do work.
It can go
well. The big miss for this list is no Gandalf.
But then you don't need Gandalf because, like, I mean, like, blinding light is one of the big things you get with Gandalf.
It is.
You've got that on Frodo.
I still think you're missing out on just
like Transfix, Sorcerer's Blast.
Yeah, because you kind of need that when you're going up against
some control. Yeah,
just controlling the board.
Yeah, I love Merry and Pippin's reroll failed wounds. Like that's fucking very fun. Getting Merry and Pippin as suddenly a killing hero is so good. 10 points. 10 points. Those little hobbits could just murk some boys. It's very good.
I I think this is one that it's a fun list, or it can be competitive. As you said, it can be competitive if run properly and piloted well.
It's definitely how if you're running Foot Fellowship and like, if you want to run Fellowship, this is how you should run Fellowship. Because like you've got Banner, you've got Fortify Spirit, which is really nice. You've got all these fun little special rules with, like Boa Galadriel and
you miss out on Bill the Pony though.
You do miss out on Bill the Pony. Ed D tier.
Get rid of him. If you can't take Bill, chuff it off. Every single list is in D tier because you can't take Bill.
That's it. Yep.
Talking about D tier.
The most disappointing Legendary Legion to come out in recent memories. Well, title it's dubious now, but definitely one of the more disappointing ones to come out in recent times. Like I just
don't like it.
It's worse Uggluck Scouts. It's just worse Uggluck Scouts.
Hey, you get to throw your shield. That's cool, but does it dismount
an auto
someone who's on a horse? No,
because you can only do it against a man-sized
model.
You can do it once a game, auto hit.
And then once you throw your shield, hey presto, you can't shield.
You still have D6 still, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, it's
shielding LURTZ.
Free heroic challenge.
It's not even free. It's
free if they decline.
If they decline.
True. Yeah. The whole army being 8-inch moves fun, but like you just take Uggluck Scouts and you get +1s to win because you have some orcs around. Look, it's C tier. I think it's above.
Yeah, like you can do a job. Those two. Obviously, it's fight 4, strength 4, but
LURTZ is a better leader than Uggluck. But other than that,
I'm not a fan of it.
If you're taking all scouts, like it's a decent way to run it, I guess. If you want to just take Uruk-hai.
If you've got no orcs at home.
Yeah. Which I could run this Legion right now, but I never have, if that's any indication. I'll run base Isengard over this every day of the week.
Drums in the Deep. Moria Legendary Legion.
This is a good one.
It's such a good list. And what's fun about it is Moria does not need a Legendary Legion.
No. And they have 2 now.
Yeah. Moria does not need a Legendary Legion. Suddenly they've got a Legendary Legion and it's fucking incredible.
It is a very this is
wide banner.
Board wide banner. You get +1 fight around the Balrog. The Balrog doesn't get shot as much because it only hits on 5s now. You can just set someone on fire on a 2+.
Yeah.
Like you just get near your opponent's leader and just light them up. The downside of this is that the Balrog can fluff pretty fucking easily.
Classic Balrog.
But
if you're running the Balrog, run this Legion.
Also, the banner, the drum counts as a banner.
Yeah, for VPs. That's good. I think this is
it's easily an A tier.
Yeah.
I think it's actually probably top of A tier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't want my scouts running into this list, that's for sure.
I don't think it's S tier, but I think it's top of A tier because, I think
definitely A tier, definitely not S tier. I would have said mid A tier, but hey, look, I'm happy with top of A tier.
I think it's better than the ones below it. Like the other ones below it have lots of fun, obviously. Like everything in A tier is going to be a good list, but I think depth is better.
Yeah, fair. Do you know what's not better? Black Rider.
Black Riders. It's still good.
It's good.
Don't get me wrong. It's still good, but this is a list that is, up here. The first 10 turns of the game, and then at a certain point, it's down. It's gone. This list just runs out of steam.
You need to hit like a fucking truck early on.
You're on the gas and you cannot let off.
Yeah, you're either from minute go, you are hitting your opponent hard, or you're pussyfooting around until the end game, and then you hit them hard.
Yeah.
it's a very difficult army to manage. You need to pilot it properly because yes, you don't the will of evil, you don't suffer that, so you do keep your magic, you do keep your will for being in combat. The Witch King,
can stack Harbinger.
Fucking massive. The
very good.
The free channel transfix, huge.
Massive. Black darts and shit, like always very good.
Yeah. The Witch King suffers, only being 2 attacks. The rest of them are only 1 attack as well from memory.
Yeah, not having crown.
Not having the crown. It just, you need to be on your A game in terms of management with this list.
Because it's like you've really got to you've got to be a ball. You've got to be hitting like one part of an army. And you've got to be transfixing as you come in and all that kind of shit.
You've got to just go.
Yeah, I think it's B.
I think it's upper B.
Upper B. I think it might be top of B.
Yeah, I think so.
Definitely not A tier.
Out of all the B tier lists, the only lists that I'm scared of there are the Paths of the Druadan and the Black Riders. They're the two that. They're the two that if I saw at the other side of the board, I'd go, ooh.
Yeah, I think the Black Riders have more of a chance of winning. Winning a tournament than any of the other B tier lists.
To be fair, I have seen Return of the King win a couple of times.
Oh yeah, it can, and that's it.
That's the whole thing.
All of B tier still can, but I think it's the Black Riders probably have the best chance out of them.
Yeah,
but then like A tier are like
I've seen
A tier are a very good chance, and S tier are a very very good chance.
I've seen Black Riders on the cusp of winning tournaments a couple of times.
They can have. The problem is, they can have one bad game and it just plummets them. It's really, it's a very swingy list.
You know what's not a swingy list?
Oh, CIRTH UngooooooooooooooooOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOO
I'm gonna be real brash and rash again. I almost want to put this in S tier.
It's close.
It would be low S tier. It would be very low S tier, but I almost want to put it there. I think I'm still gonna go for A tier. I think it's going to sit under the Balrog Legendary Legion in A tier. But fuck me, is this a good list? Oh baby.
Yeah. Like, it is genuinely quite close. Like, the Sheila being 2 attacks up against, like, all good armies, basically. If you're running this at a good evil, you're having a great time. It's also got the same as Uggys Scouts. It's got Animosity, +1 to wounds on Orcs. It's orcs, very, very good.
You can run the Shag Lord. Freeze in all the right places. Knock down with that shield.
Very good. Very good.
I versed this list once against Nick Franklin, and Shelob didn't do much, but she controlled the board.
Yeah, she is a huge threat.
She didn't do much in terms of killing. Once I got into her or decided to get into her, I was able to kill her. But by that time, we were 5-6 turns into the game. He had controlled me and where I needed to go, or he'd moved me to places I didn't really want to be in. It was a hard ass. And then it was, oh, cool, I've killed Shelob and I had to spend a lot of resources.
Now I've got to fight
Shaggers.
And
also, do you know who else is good? Gorebag.
Yeah. It's just got three really solid heroes.
I underrated Gorebag for the longest amount of time.
Oh, he's so good. God. Yeah, he's like fight 5, 3 attacks if he's in more models than if he's outnumbered in a fight. And that's so fucking good. Yeah. For a fucking 50-point model or whatever he is. 55? Yeah, or 60 if you have a shield. But yeah. Very, 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 very good. And they whoever's lowest on the kill count can reroll dual dice.
Oh, that's right. They got the Legolas Gimli thing going on.
Kind of, yeah.
I think this has got to go into upper A tier. Above Balrog, I think talking about it, I was going to say earlier below Balrog, but just on us talking about it now, me remembering that game I had against Nick Franklin,
definitely better than
Balrog.
It's definitely better than Uggys.
I think it's above the Balrog because you have the tools to beat the Balrog.
It's that board-wide banner that I like about the Balrog, I think. But yeah, about board-wide Harbinger as well. Yeah, no, I think we'll chuck it above the Balrog. I think it's definitely
because another thing that definitely makes me do that is I would almost put this list into low S tier.
That's fair. I think it's a solid list. I like the +1 to wound. Any army list, any legendary legion gets +1 to wound is very good.
Damn.
And then like just the extra bonuses on top of having these really, really good heroes that can do really good damage. Oh baby, we are on the home stretch. Fall of the Necromancer. Rangers of Mirkwood is B tier.
B tier, mid B tier.
Yeah,
I think it's above Return of the King. I've used it a few times. To be fair, I had really rough matchups in the times I've used it.
Yeah, you're versing dwarves for the most part.
Dwarves and all-mounted Rohan. And the all-mounted Rohan game, like he started smack bang in the middle of the board. And I had a couple of turns of shooting, which was cool, but terrain density meant that I didn't get as much shooting as I wanted. It's a cool list. It's got some really cool like little things like your fury saves around trees.
Yeah, six fury save. You've got
fainting
and
no
shielding.
Penalty and shielding. Legolas now finally gets knife fighter.
He should have.
You can bring sentinels in this. They've all got it is a really good list.
Max bows,
100% bows, but it's just it just doesn't do it. And I've seen people run pure Mirkwood Rangers before this Legendary Legion, and it's one of those armies that you look at and you go, "Fuck me, that will fuck anything up." But then you verse it or you use it and you realize, it's just not as good on paper.
It's just incredible. I think the main issue, one, no banner. Two, Mirkwood Rangers are expensive.
14 points.
Mirkwood Rangers are too expensive, and so you're really limited on
75-point captain models.
Garbage.
With no march, which now I'm not a big advocate for march, but I do like or would like to have march in this list because it's a kind of
away
list
and then shoot. Yeah,
you want to separate your force and you want to be doing this constantly, whether it's moving forward or moving back. So having march is quite nice in that situation.
Yeah.
Beat.
Oh, hang on a sec. Add row below. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Done.
And that's even post nerf.
That's post nerf.
That's post nerf. It's still so good. I'm a lot less scared of it. I feel like I do have abilities to beat it, but still, it's without us joking around. I definitely think it's S tier.
Oh, big time! Like there's
don't get us wrong. It definitely sits S tier, but it's
really
just pre-nerf, fucking broken.
A pre-nerf, it just made the game like unplayable. Like if you versed it, it was like there was very few armies you could have. There's definitely armies out there that can do some damage to a pre-nerf. Even post-nerf, those armies are still very good.
It's a nasty one, and it's a list that I wouldn't mind. Like if my opponent, or I've planned to have a themey day with my mates, and they bring it, and we're planning a theme, love it. Yeah. Really cool.
I don't want to see
if I ever see this at a tournament, I'm just not having a good time. No, exactly. I'm going to tournaments to have fun, to roll dice. Pre-nerf, when I versed them at a tournament, I didn't get to roll dice. The dice I got to roll were, I'm trying to stop myself from getting banished. Cool, that's it. And then it was just me going, all right, I'm going to pretend that I'm shooting hobbits or warriors of Minas Tirith. And so I'm not even playing the game. I'm letting my opponent do things. And my opponent's going, hey, I'm doing this. And I go, yep, cool. And I'm just watching my other dice. because I'm just like literally nothing I could do. So
they're just like they're very good, but like it's just
Don't get us wrong.
Post nerf they're still deep.
Even now, I think they sit S tier, but we're putting them in fuck off tier because fuck off.
Yeah, they're just it's just no fun. Just no fun. Plain and simple. Pits. I've never actually versed this, but it looks decent.
I versed this once, and I think it is trash. And the big fucking reason is D5 Azog.
Yeah, Azog doesn't have armor. But like he's gonna like the thing is, like D5 Azog, but he's still fight 7. He's still got Master of Battle. He's still got a free heroic combat.
Yeah, no, he's still solid, he's still gonna do fucking bits.
Resistant to magic, like
if you get
auto
that
priority.
If you get the right trap and you win that fight against Azog, goodbye. And then the list crumbles.
Like obviously, but that I think is even with a D7 Azog, you can still do that, to be fair. D5, D7, like D5 isn't great, but it's still it's still fine. Like I don't know. I think the best thing about this list, we're really we're really overlooking the best thing about this list. Thrain the Broken.
20-point troll. Hello.
A 10-point troll.
10-point troll. Sorry, yeah.
Mate, Thrain the Broken. Pits. I think it's
trash is probably the wrong word. I think it sits B tier, mid B tier. Mid B tier.
I genuinely think this list can actually go really well. Like
I think it goes
to magic.
I think it goes above the Return of the King. I'm enjoying watching Return of the King just drop down.
Just keep dropping. I think the thing is though, like one of Azog's biggest weaknesses is magic. The fact that he gets resistant to magic in this Legendary Legion
also
is very nice.
Another model not to look past is the fucking Dungeon Keeper.
Oh, the Keeper of the Dungeons is a fucking tank. Yeah.
Hello.
I do think this list can be really, really good in the right if run right. I don't know. I kind of want to put it A tier. I do kind of want to put it A tier.
Yeah, I'll accept upper A tier. Lower A tier, sorry. But yeah,
I do think this. It's just that D5 Azog is rough, but I think
on paper it's got some cool things, and I like the troops it gets. It does miss it, like it doesn't get the warbats, it doesn't get the trolls or anything like that, which is a big fucking loss for it. It does still get the Thunderbat Orcs, and does get the 2-attack Hunter Orcs, which is incredible. But the time I versed it,
you've really got to play Azog carefully, but he's got that free heroic. The thing is, like what you can do with this Legion is like you go in with Azog, free heroic, come out. Like you don't have to keep.
You do the Elendil on horse.
Yeah. And he's fight 7 like Elendil and hits like a truck like Elendil. Like,
and you can throw him into heroes, and suddenly you're wounding him on 3s.
Does he still get the? Yeah, because that
surely. Yeah, I think it's in his base profile.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the flail. He doesn't get obviously, but yeah.
I think chuck him low A. Chuck him
I think it's low A. Very low A, upper B. The Rise of the Necromancer. I really like this Legion.
This is a good list. And do you know who plays it really fucking well? Nick Franklin. Coming third at 800-point tournament, Fallen Necromancer.
Yeah.
Or Rise of Necromancer, sorry.
Yeah.
Well done, Nick, honestly. Like
big GGs. I think this is another
I think it's
definitely above Riders.
I think it's an A tier list. I think I think it's in that zone-ish where you've got it there.
Yeah, it's that double spells, the
double attacks, double attacks and 2 attacks. Well,
that is double, to be fair.
Technically.
And resistant to magic.
Also,
very nice.
That one trick that Nick Franklin pulled on you during that game
Oh my god, that fucking
is it Shroud of Shadows or whatever?
Yeah.
Fuck me, like
spicy as hell.
Yeah, this list is some nasty shit, and obviously you've got the Unholy Resurrection.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. And if you just save all your might for those boys, they just will never die.
Basically,
it's good shit.
Yeah, no, it is very solid. I think, yeah, it's yeah, honestly, yeah. No, this is where it shit sits. I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I need to say. My brain just like melted a little bit, so yeah, didn't get out. It's fucking a waste of paper, is what it is. It's the Dale Legendary Legion, the new one. Okay, to be fair, like it's a decent Legion, but it just doesn't do anything.
Okay. This is me trying to be as unbiased as possible. I definitely believe that this Legion should not exist. I believe there should be an Elf Legion in place of this Legion.
Yes, all of this is correct.
Yes, without a doubt. But it is a fucking good Legion.
Okay.
It's not S tier. It's not upper A tier. It is a low to mid A tier list. Dale Sworn Protector. All right.
Yeah, okay. Like the thing with this Legion is it's another one of those Legions where like you might as well take it. I think it sits B tier because like that's where all of the other Legions where you might as well take it sit. It only brings Sworn Protector, and that's it.
The reason I want to bump it up to low A tier with Sworn Protector is the only thing that Dale is missing as an army
is a courage buff.
A courage buff. And so Sworn Protector, yes, Sworn Protector, you have to bring Bard or Brand.
Oh, you have to bring Brand anyway.
Brand, sorry, to get the Sworn Protector. Like, it's good. Like,
it is
Dale
good.
Dale now has D6. Dale's D6 and Dale is fucked. You've now got Sworn Protected. There's your courage buff. And it's not just like a +1 to courage. It is a, hey, I'm fucking fearless. My king's still alive. I'm fearless. Fuck you.
But
that's what I think it sits in that A tier.
It's just Sworn Protector. Look at what's in A tier. Look at what's in A tier. It's just Sworn Protector. I know Dale's a good list when you're running it.
Fuck up half these lists with this. I will fuck up half of these lists. The only list in A tier that scares the shit out of me is fucking Athelian Rangers, Rise of the Necromancer, and the fucking Balrog.
Not 80 hobbits.
No, because I've beaten 80 hobbits with
not 100 hobbits.
Done that. Been there, done that. Look, I do believe it sits low 80. I will die on that hill because as much as I believe it should not exist as a Legion, it brings in that final fucking thing that Dale needs as an army, and that is a courage buff. And suddenly, boom, it's incredible. The only change I would make to this, and if this change was a thing, I would bump it to upper A tier, and that is if you could take Girian and get Swarm Protector, or Brand and Swarm Protector.
That's never going to happen.
No, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. But if that was a change,
I'm putting up the last in it.
Yeah, no, that's
you're in A tier.
I'm
be happy.
I said low A tier.
It's lowest it can be.
Yeah, I will take it.
It's just Sword Protector.
I know that it just
like I do know Dale is very good. I have felt it before.
Oh, it just it's that final piece of the puzzle that Dale fucking needs. Also, shout out to only having 4 minutes left.
Shout out to only having 4 minutes left. Shout out to having to start another one because we've still got 5 legions left.
Ew.
Defenders of Erebor. I think this is a B tier.
Yeah, I think this is B tier. Low B tier, surely. Like it's anti-synergy. It's anti-synergy.
It does have a bit of anti-synergy. I think.
Why not give them animosity or a rule similar to animosity?
They do reroll ones.
Oh, yay.
Within an inch of each other.
Just no.
It's free fainting within an inch of each other.
Give me an animosity-esque rule. That's what it needs. Also, shout out to the rules writers for not reading their fucking rules. Rules as written, if you want banner effects, you have to have all 4 of those fucking heroes together for there to be a banner effect.
Yeah. Friendly models within 3 inches of Dane, Thorin, Brand, and Bard. Oh no! Oh no, you have to have a clump of them and they make a 3-inch banner.
Also, this Legion misses out on the only thing, one of the big reasons to take Dale.
Banner.
No 3+ shooting. Why?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So you just take your 4+ Iron Hill strength 4 crossbows instead. Cool. I'm just going to run Iron Hills instead. Because also, hey, I get my Dale Knights that get +1 to wound when they get charged. Oh, but I don't want them being in the front line.
Because I want my D8 shield wall.
Fuckers. Exactly. I think this is a low here. They've really missed the mark. Also, hey, I need to trap my heroes to get free heroic combats. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not good.
That just makes me sad.
Yeah.
All right. Bay awnings.
Bay awnings. I don't.
This is an interesting one.
This is where things start to get difficult. Because these next legions, obviously we've already had 2, but these next ones are a bit tougher. Well, there's one that's absolutely fucking not tough. Oh, hi Liam.
Just I had a banging at my door. Sorry.
Who's the kitty cat?
I think it was. I don't know where she went. Anyway, sorry, Bayons.
I think this is where it starts getting a little bit tricky. There's one list that's here that is not tricky to tell at all, but the other 3, ooh, Bayons. In my mind, I think they're going to be good. I think they're going to get a lot out of them.
I think it's going to be difficult because like it's
the D4.
The D4 is what
drops it down.
The D4 in low model count, like it's D4, and if I lose a model, that's like a chunk of my army. Yeah. Having 2 bears,
also,
very good.
Only 6 might, possibly only 6 might.
True as well. Yeah.
I've got a lot of cool rules.
Monstrous charge, resistant to magic.
Finally. 5+ fury save. I'm going to preemptively say this is upper B tier. Ooh,
yeah.
Even low A tier. I'm going to stick with upper B tier. B awnings tier.
B awnings tier, yeah.
It is my goal to do what I did with Dale and make this as competitive as I can. Like,
I think they can be good, but it's like there's
dial into this list.
There's very specific points values that are going to be good because there's not a lot of models. There's not a lot of model profile options or anything. So it's like
they're going to slap hard at 500.
Yeah,
because that's Grim Bjorn and 15 Bjornings at 500.
Yeah,
you're gonna slap.
They're gonna slap hard at 400 if you just take the 2 bears.
For that, I think they could do decently well at 800, where you got
it's
Bjorn,
20
Grim Bjorn, and 20 Bjornings.
Yeah,
I think that'll work.
It's gonna it's gonna be shooting that they're gonna absolutely despise.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like if they lose a combat, it's gonna be tough.
Obviously, tough. 2 wounds is nice on them. They get the banner around the bear. That's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's gonna be a tough.
Having
tough
to swap the great bow for hand and half axe or other way around.
Yeah. I wish it was
that makes it difficult because I would pay for max bows in that list if I could give them both, but now I'm like,
I think you still do it. I think you still do it because they're still very good. It's still strength 4.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, they don't have a hand and a half, they can't burly, but it's still strength 4 with 2 attacks.
Fair.
Yeah.
That is very...
But yeah, it's the might, it's the D4 rough. But yeah.
Hey,
this
free skin change a special rule.
Oh, that's true as well.
Because there's nothing I love more than versing someone who's playing Bjorn. First turn moves Bjorn, fails his roll to turn into Bjorn, and then I just look at him with 12 Dale bows and gear in and go, bye.
Yep.
That's always good fun.
Host of the Dragon Emperor.
Ooh.
I think it's definitely A tier. It's definitely A tier, but it's
free
rare.
I think it's going to be upper mid A tier. I don't think it's
the thing is
all the way up, but I think it's definitely upper mid.
I think this is genuinely a legion, like a list now that the way you can build this list now. I don't know if you need a legion. Like, yeah, sure, free black dragons is nice. Rerolling in the dual roll is nice,
especially for the heroes. Yeah.
Yeah, well, only the heroes.
True.
But if you just take the Dragon Emperor and
he's basically a legion on his own.
Yeah, exactly.
The Palanquin itself is a legion.
Yeah. I think it's mid A.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I think it's like it's good, but I think it's like I don't think the Eastland is just going to be good anyway. Like that's I don't think the Legion's what's going to make them strong. Amazing. It's just they're going to be good anyway.
I think out of all the Legions, especially the new ones that I need to see played, it's this one.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's the next one actually, which Fell Beings of Mirkwood.
That also I need to see played because it's got some cool things. It's gonna do.
It's very elf focused,
but I just don't know about it.
To be fair, elves are a pretty common sight.
We had a tournament yesterday, 5-game tournament, and I versed elves 4 times.
That's it. Yeah. So elves are a common sight. So Hatred Elf and +1 fight on Razgush when he's fighting an elf. That's going to be a thing that pops up. Wooden creature is going to be very, very handy on some orcs. I think the big thing is just being able to have the Spider Queen and some troops. Yeah. Like, because that's the big thing the Spider Queen struggles with is that she's the leader of her army and she's like pretty squishy and doesn't have a lot of models around her. Whereas this is suddenly the Spider Queen with a lot of models around her. She's not the leader. And she's got support. Like, that's really nice. That's really nice.
Not having to worry. Yeah, not having to worry about the Spider Queen and just being able to throw her in to munch troops. Perfect.
Yeah. This list having a Taskmaster as well.
Oh, yes, you can.
Very nice.
Where there's a whip, there's a way.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a whip, there's a way. We don't want to
play the bangers
today. The dark hey.
That entire song just implies that the entire song just implies that the orcs are slaves and fucking Aragorn and all that are just like genociding them. Yeah.
Also, I like that. Anyway, Sam starts a race war.
Cut out there, but okay.
Have you not seen that?
No, you cut out. I didn't know what you said.
No, Sam starts a race war. In that scene, after the orcs sing that song, there's evil men walking down the road this way.
Oh no!
And they're like, "Oh, make way for the men. Orcs are a lesser being." And then Sam's like, "Hey, orc, you're not going to take shit, are you?" And then the orc's like, "No, I'm not going to take shit from a man." And then there's a whole fight between them. So he starts a race war.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
We have to watch that movie like for a video at some point.
100%. It's so good.
Anyway, I think this has the potential to be a good list, just purely on just having the Spider Queen with some lads And then if you're up against elves, you're just having a great time. The Spider Queen is murdering some elves.
Oh yeah.
Her getting hatred elf as well as fucking fight 6 venom monstrous
Everything
charge.
Disgusting. I think this
ridiculous.
Sits somewhere in A tier. I think put it just
also
behind.
Middle.
I think put it just above.
I honestly think it's better.
Guy.
The Eastlings,
yeah. I think put it just above.
Again, it depends on how it's played, but I think that's
another one that we're going to have to see play.
Yeah.
But yeah, this last one though.
I'm so excited for this last one.
I don't care that I've not seen this being played. Oh, hiccup, sorry. At all. I think this is an S tier. This goes straight into S.
I can't doubt it I can't fault it, to be honest.
Plus three to rune plus 3 to rune prowlers. You get free fucking venom backs. Yes, you don't have any super big killy heroes, but hang on a minute. I have enraged beasts and warg chieftains.
And I'm re-rolling casting rolls.
Also, as you told me the other day, if you really need to, enrage beast on a bat swarm.
Not even if you need to. That's like how you kill heroes. Like enraged beast on bat swarm, you charge in. The only thing that's beating an enraged beast bat swarm is fight 10. Well, channeled enraged beast bat swarm is fight 10. Also, that's 5 attacks and strength 6 if it's channeled enraged beast.
Also, this is us not even mentioning that every game is essentially Clash by Moonlight.
Plus 1 to wound.
You're running around with fucking goblins. So, hey, cave dweller, I don't give a shit about that. I can see you.
Yep, I suddenly outrange you with my bows. They're hitting on 5s and they're only strength 2, but plus 1s to wound, outranging. Oh man, I'm so excited to play this Legendary Legion.
Yeah. I am petrified. I have not seen a Legendary Legion without seeing it on the table. There's no Legendary Legion I've ever seen, apart from the Vanquishers actually, that I go, hang on a fucking minute. I do not want to touch this one because it's so good. What are you doing?
I'm just moving the Vanquishers where they actually should be because it's kind of annoying me.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, this Legion's so fucking good. I would even put it above the Assault. I think.
I think it's gonna be, but I'm like, I don't know where it sits yet, but I'm fairly certain it's S tier.
Solely on paper and with the amount of chatting you and me have done about this Legion. I think it's different.
The thing is, this I don't know. I still think it needs to be played first because anything can look good on paper. Low fight value is low fight is ass. Low fight value is such ass. You might have a lot of models, but you're not. You're pretty low defense. Like for D5 is literally the most defensive you can get in this Legion.
To be fair, D5 is, especially on goblins, D5 is fucking amazing.
D5 is very good, but it's still not, D6, D7, which most armies I feel are these days. And yeah, like no big heroes there. Like sure you can enrage beast, but it's
at the same time, like you can use your mass numbers to hold up your opponent and then just watch your warg chieftain who's not even been enraged just walk down the side and go,
oh yeah.
That's what I do with my Wargmar list. My Wargs are literally just the wall, and my Warg chieftains are the ones doing all the fucking work.
To be fair, you've got paralyzed to just throw it around.
Okay, I do have paralyzed, but still, like, if I just want to hold up the heroes and I'm not getting into them, I just throw a Warg in there. Whoop. Oh, cool, yeah, he's going to die. I've got 40 Wargs. I don't care. And my Warg chieftains,
What I love about this Legion is that I was going to build basically this list, regardless of the Legion coming out, because they were like, "Oh, we're re-releasing Drusag and Ashrak," and I'm like, "Oh, sick! I'm going to make like a little Moria Angmar Legion list that's Wild Chieftain and Drusag and Ashrak and some spiders and shit. We just dumb." And then I'm like, "This is
exactly what I needed.
This is that list, but with
so much more.
So much more." It's ridiculous.
Silly stuff. I love it.
It is ridiculous. Yeah, it's very good on paper. I'm really, really, really curious to see how it runs.
I'm as I said, I'm fucking petrified. There's no Legion that I've just straight up read the rules and gone, oh fuck. Like even the Vanquishers. Like if you guys go back and watch our video on the
Legions when they first came out,
I'm there going, oh, the Vanquishers, fuck them, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Reading their rules, they don't like. But to be fair, there was like 80 fucking rules to read. It's hard to see how they synergize on a table when there's only like 4, and it's like +1s to wound, +1 shooting, 3 venom backs. It's pretty easy to go, oh, okay. Like, yeah.
So this it's going to be nasty. I'm keen to see. I'm really happy with where we've got everything. The only one that I'm a bit on is the Bjornings. Like,
just don't know where they go.
I just in my mind, I think they're going to be low A tier in the near future. But it is that D4. It will always come back to that fucking D4 that pips it back down for me.
D4 and really low numbers, I think, is what's hurting my opinion on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it. It's oh man.
And just for the sake of it, let's move the Return of the King Legendary Legion down one more.
Yeah.
No. I've enjoyed watching
started in A tier. Started from the top, now we here.
But yeah, no, I'm happy where everything sits. Obviously I wish that's where that's proper. Yeah, obviously I wish the fucking Vanquishers weren't S tier because it just hurts my soul. But there's no denying that they're fucking incredible.
It really isn't. It's yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious to see. I want to run the assault on like that is like since this book came out, like it's been like what 2-3 weeks or something since it came out. That's all I've been thinking about. I've just been like it's been occupying my entire thought process for 3 weeks, and I've just been building list after list after list. I'm like, what am I doing here? What if I did this? What do I add this in? How many models can I get here? What's my 200? What's my 300? What's my 400? What's my 500? I'm like,
I love that we've both been building lists in our mind for the past 2 weeks. Yours has been this, and it's complicated. Mine has literally just been 45 dwarves. Just Grimhammers.
Man, literally every other list has gone to the complete wayside since this came out. Because I was like, I was going to build a dwarf list. I'm in the process of doing Khand. I'm in the process of like upping up my Dunland and all this shit. And then as soon as this popped up, I'm like, I have so many models to paint. I need to do all of this. I've got wargs sitting everywhere. I've got goblins sitting everywhere. I need to get some orcs now. I've never had orcs.
Run this list. I'm so excited for you to run this list. I just hope it's not me who has to face it, because
honestly,
fuck that.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very, very interesting. Anyway,
people, let us know if there's any changes you would make to this, because genuinely I'd be keen. We know that you guys have been wanting this Legendary Legion tier list, so get those fucking comments in. Tell us where we're fucked up, where obviously we haven't, but tell us where you believe
we're always correct.
And then we'll tell you why you're wrong.
Yeah. We will tell you detailed instructions of where to put the foot up your ass.
But no, definitely comment down below. Let us know. Because I'd be curious, because I know there's going to be a couple of people talking about the Men of the West Legendary Legion, because I've seen that pop up on different Facebook groups, and lots of people have gone, "Oh, this is a good one," but I just can't get around it.
I think Pits is going to be an interesting one. I still think Pits could have gone higher or lower. It'll really depend. Really Bay awnings as well.
Yeah, that'll be.
There's a couple of ones that I think could have moved up and down as well.
I think there's going to be some arguments for the Grey Company and for the Return of the King Legendary Legion.
That as well, yeah. By the way, real quick. There we go.
Yep, perfect.
It's like the third one we started with, and
it just keeps falling.
All right, guys. Know what?
I don't even feel bad that it's there. I look at that and go, yeah, that makes sense.
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
anyway,
God. Thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah. Come face my assault on Lothlorien and see how you go, eh?
No, thanks. I'm good.
Have a good day or night or whatever the fuck you're
Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Happy birthday. If it's someone's birthday when we release this, hot diggity dog, let us know.
Yeah. And bless you.
Bless you. Bless your little cotton socks.
Bye.
Bye.